little walk, probably well, a little bit longer. Sorry about the noise in the background. Where I'm walking, there's a road on the other side and it's really noisy, but I came out for a walk, an afternoon walk, and it's absolutely beautiful. On my way, I stumbled on some raspberry or blackberries, as I posted on Instagram, and I was advised that these are blackberries. So I'm just gonna pick a few of them. This reminds me of my hiking days when I used to hike a bit more, and we used to pick up all sorts of apples and lots of raspberries. Still, I would say, like, it's something very common in the countryside, and they're absolutely fun to pick up with your friends on your walk. Maybe them for people who farm them, there might be some protective clothes, the gloves or something to protect your hands. I'm telling you, by the end of this, you'll have scratches everywhere. Because some of the really ripe ones, which are the darker berries, are actually deeper inside, and trust me, you will be pricked by the thorns. See, someone's obviously a fan of the blackberries as well. Hey guys, let me share with you something. You see this little cute spider here? She's very rich, because this right here is like perfect real estate for him or her. Perfect real estate, because this is the perfect place for all the little creatures, little insects that love blackberries. They all come out to hang out here, and little spider gets to feed. So trust me, this guy over here, this little guy here is quite wealthy. Yeah, so I'm going to assume these are 6 spoons of blackberry, crushed blackberries. So split it into half, and I think 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So I'm going to put so that's 6 spoons of blackberry, crushed blackberry. So I'm going to put 3 spoons of brown sugar. Maybe add just a little bit more. You shouldn't really, because I think I should have put 4 and not. Yeah, that's fine. I think I should have put 2 spoons according to the recipe. So I had some more of the blackberries, so I decided let's just do the whole thing. Let's just make some more, and then we put them up in the jars, and then we bake something nice and see how it tastes. Yeah, I think it will be exciting to make some homemade raspberry jam. So I'm going to add some vinegar onto the water. So this is just a recipe I found out from a Persian friend. They like to wash their vegetables with vinegar, soak them up for a few minutes or hours. Well, I think minutes is okay, and then it helps kill the bugs or any little things, any little animals like insects that are stuck on the wild blackberries. So I've added some vinegar in there. So I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not really putting a certain amount or any measurement. And then with that, I'm going to add some hot water. Not very hot, but not lukewarm either, but just not too much to cook the raspberries while they're in there. Yep, so if you can add a bit more, I think that's enough. And Gloria over there is waiting for her food. She just finished and she would like some more. I think I spoiled her too much, but she just really loves her jelly food and her pâtés. So I'll attend to her a bit later. So let's quickly add these raspberries onto the warm water, get them washed, and then prepare them for cooking. Yeah. Yep, that's the blackberries in there. Now cleaning. I can't wait to see how it comes out. going to leave it there for half an hour. I think it's good enough, and then we start preparing it and cooking it. Yeah. Okay, so it's been half an hour. I think it's time to remove the rather blackberries out of the water, and then we're going to smash them again, just like we did the smaller portion. Okay. Look at that, it looks delicious, doesn't it? Good for your walking. You can pick up some flowers and make some bouquets for your home. You can find some raspberries. Like, this is a very typical hiker's activity, picking up berries on the way, because there's usually so much blackberries on the trails. I do remember one time I did go out with my friends to, I think, the South Downs. We used to go every week when we can, and we ate so much blackberries that day until I think our stomachs were just absolutely messed up after that, because everybody was complaining of some serious stomach. I don't want to say it here on the video, but you know, yeah. So it really does wash down your little pipes. Yeah. Looks absolutely delicious. So just like the other smaller portion, we're going to crush this until it's nice and creamy. That's all the blackberries crushed. Now it looks all nicely blended and smooth. You will find some little particles in there, but it's the seeds, because you can't really crush the seeds. So, but I'm sure if you've taken any natural jams, you'll find that the seeds are usually still in there, and that's okay. There is a little bit better. Sorry about the poor lighting, because it's getting darker. So just like the other smaller portion, I'm going to measure with my spoon instead of a cup. So I'm cutting this into half. As you can see, it's not that much, so it's just like that much if you check the level on the spoon. So if I cut it into half, I'm going to assume there's 3 big spoons, because this is quite a big spoon. So for that, I'm going to put, so this will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This big spoon, so I'm going to have to put 2 big spoons of sugar. Yeah, I think that's the ratio. But if you want to add some more sugar later, you can do that if it's not tasting enough, because I'm going to use brown sugar, trying to be a little bit healthier. But I think it's good to check also at the healthier options of sugar instead of the normal sugar. Yeah, and I think I'm going to investigate more, so for future jams that I make, I'm going to find out which is the best sugar substitute instead of the normal sugar. As you can see, it looks quite nice. It looks very red in the video, but it's actually a dark red. It's the light just playing around with my camera, and it's not very good lighting here at the moment, so it would be more of like that section there where there's the darker red. Yeah, so now let's put the sugar in this portion like we did earlier. I didn't start boiling it, but this is ready with the sugar, so I'll just add the sugar there and then add that to this, mix it together, and then we just start cooking it. Yeah, so I've added 2 big spoons of sugar here. I'm going to add the rest of the raspberry here and just see how it tastes first, and then if I need to add more sugar, I'll just add. So I think it should be 0. The ratio is 2.25 to 0.5. That's the ratio. I'm calculating according to one of the recipes I've seen online. Yeah, I've tasted it and it tastes quite okay. Yeah, so I think that ratio is perfect. In fact, in the first portion, I think I added too much. It should have been at least 1 spoon less. Yeah, maybe that's why I can taste the sugar more. So now we're going to put this to the boil. I'm just going to cook it slowly, to be honest, I won't put too much fire. And let's wait for it to start boiling a little bit, and then we stir it some more. Yeah, so I've switched it off now, and I'm just going to wait for it to cool down, and then we're going to put them in our little glass jars. This looks really exciting, actually. Wow, I can't believe I did this. And I think it's something I'm going to do often, make my own homemade everything, because the foods nowadays, everything tastes really nice, it's all good, but some of us are allergic to all these preservatives, and yeah, so it's a good idea to make your own things at home, and it's fun as well. So my bottles are getting ready. I've cleaned them nicely there. So these are my collection of jam bottles that I collect all the time. I always think I might use them for something, like I want to make candles or something, and then nothing of that sort happens. Actually, I did try once, but the candles didn't come out too nice, so I have to just keep practicing, because I want to make some really nice, cute, nice smelling homemade candle scents. So for now, I'm going to use this for the jams, so we'll wait for them to dry, and nice and clean, and then we fill them up. So our jam is ready and the bottles are ready. So we're going to mix everything and pour it into the little glass jars. That it might fit three small jars, and it's like perfect. I mean, that is really weird because you can see it's all finished and it all fits in 3 jars. It looks quite nice. And if this is something I was selling, I might as well put my labels on them. Yeah, I'm really happy with the outcome, and it tastes really nice as well, considering the process it took me to get the raspberries in the first place. It just makes it even more fun, more charming. Yeah, and yeah, I wish I could share with you right now, but I think it's time to make something small and, you know, a little snack and taste the jam with you, so you can just watch me and imagine how it tastes. used my jam for this delicious cheese jam and banana breakfast option. The jam also complemented my homemade sugar-free vegan date cake with ice cream.